Yes.
Scoreboard has been an integral part of the education position. How do you plan to utilize it to make the most out of your term?
As I said in my speech, I want to expand Scoreboard. Along with study sessions and decompression sessions, I want to give more time for amateur hours because I think that GBM presentations are way too short to give as much context such as amateur hours. Such as me, I didn't even know how to check my tire until high school conference. I didn't know what to do in a car accident until I reached out to other people. There are a lot of real life skills that needs to be taught to not only the youth but ourselves. And then we can use amateur hours and Scoreboard to expand on that, to learn from people who have no more experience than we do. And if you can't learn anything, that's the point of education. Education is a space for you to learn something you've never learned in the past, to improve, to know, and to just understand what is missing and what you can do to become better. In addition, I just want to also say that Scoreboard is an amazing program, and the retention rate right now for Scoreboard is excruciatingly low. As a member of Scoreboard, I've seen that Scoreboard attendees was low despite having a broad amount of time space. Hence, I want to encourage my Scoreboard members to go beyond SDSU spaces and perhaps host events or study sessions in parks, cafes, or anywhere else that you would think you would feel comfortable studying in. Because personally, I can't study in lounge. I can't study in the library, it is way too quiet. I need an iced matcha, an iced coffee in my hand to feel productive. And I think many of you can relate with me. So I want to expand Scoreboard in many different aspects with the help of its members and with you guys.
Education is an extremely wide topic, and an academic year is not long enough to cover everything under that umbrella. How will you decide what education should be given to our general body and what is okay to forego?
One of the things that I learned throughout this time with Samahan is that you can't ever be satisfied. There are so many things that you want to do with not enough time, and the only thing you can do is accept it and move on. But one of the things through that idea is that importance of relying on others. There are so many things that I want to achieve, but I can't really achieve them without communication and collaboration. Such as scholarships, I want to work with alumni and possibly open up the scholarships to getting alumni donations. So at the end of the year, we who might need the money to fund our education can get support from our alumni and past members. Hold on, I have a document on it. Sorry guys, let me pull it up. I also want to work with Capboard because and also our Cocos, because Tagalog is not the only language of the Philippines. There are so many other dialects, and like in our GBMs, it's not enough time to encompass the amount of knowledge that we could possibly learn. And so then I want to collaborate with Capboard and Cocos to expand to different dialects like Kapampangan, Pangasinense, Visayan. So any of our members who want to reconnect with our culture literaturely or through language have the opportunity to do so. I also want to work with media team to open more opportunities for media babies to capture HSC content, because I think there's so much of HSC that we really can't capture without the help of others. I also want to work with political, because I think that GBM political spaces needs more time. We can make media, or we can use the Scoreboard account to publicize political issues that we can educate our members and the San Diego community more of. In addition, I want to work with APITA to publicize academic and professional opportunities that SDSU has to offer. It is not just with APITA, we can work with AS, we can work with EOP, because there's so many things in San Diego State that are all accessible to us, but we just don't have the accessibility to. And that is my goal with education. I want to be the bridge that helps so many factors for you to learn, for you to succeed, and for you to become a better version of yourselves.
Okay, your audience question. High school conference is this position's largest event. What are some ideas you have to provide the most value, educational, professional, entertainment, to the students and volunteers who attend?
You will always face complaints during HSC. And I, as a member of a facilitator and so board, I've seen firsthand how frustrating those complaints could be. The reason I really like HSC is because as a first generation, I understand how discouraging higher education could be. It feels like a pressure that we have to do it and that I have to do for my family and not just for myself. But I want to use HSC, our HSC, to encourage Filipino youths because this is not just for their families, this is for their future and then for themselves. I want to, although we also have a lot of amazing workshops with Painusai and EOP, I want to invite other San Diego organizations that I have collaborated with that helped me to get where I am today. In the past, in my senior year, I have collaborated with organizations such as Reality Changers, which is a nonprofit organization in San Diego that helped me throughout the college experience. There's also SD Square, San Diego Foundation, which have given me the opportunity to receive multiple scholarships that is able to pay for most of my education today. Inviting different resources and not just in SDSU, but outside in San Diego, would give the opportunities for these high schoolers to explore the different options for them to succeed higher education. I want to also invite them to explore different interests. I like that we incorporate medical and the arts into the spaces of HSC, but I want to include different topics if they want to go into the political side, if they want to work in marine biology. I would try my best to get as broad of a spectrum of different topics as I can during HSC to allow students to explore the things that they want to check out before deciding in their moment of senior year, what do I want to do? Because I know personally too, that was one of the biggest questions that I've had in high school, especially in my senior year. Do I really want to do marketing? Should I do marketing? How confident am I to pursue marketing? And I want to give our HSC babies, our high schoolers, the opportunity to explore and think about that type of questions early on in their career. There was one more in my head. There's so much that I want to answer with that question because there's so much possibilities of HSC. It's just about inspiring youth and making sure that they are set with their interest of higher education.